Can you really be fined $500 per day or imprisoned for 2 years for failing to comply with this new LLC requirement? Despite the hype that this new regulation has generated, in my assessment, it's a big nothing burger. It is, however, something you should still be aware of. Hey, my name is Mark Tu, and I'm a CPA and former reseller who specializes in helping resellers and online businesses with taxes and with growing their profitability. If you're an LLC or you think you might form an LLC in the future, this is something that you need to know about. So back in 2021, Congress passed the Corporate Transparency Act, and part of that was the creation of a reporting requirement to make it harder for people to hide illegal activities. The reporting is done through FinCEN, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which is a bureau of the U.S. Department of the Treasury. The purpose of the new requirement is to let the government know who owns and runs these companies. It's an effort to help prevent illegal activities such as money laundering and other financial crimes by requiring the owners or those who have control to provide identifying information. Contrary to popular belief, the federal government does not already have that information about everyone. The requirement wasn't scheduled to take effect until January 1st of 2024, which is why it didn't really make headlines until right before it went into effect and not back in 2021. It mainly applies to LLCs and corporations, and you can see more detail about that on the FinCEN website, but I'm mainly talking to LLC owners because that's who I deal with. It doesn't cost anything to submit, and you can submit it through a secure filing system available through FinCEN's website. It's just going to be a simple electronic form where the LLC owners enter their basic company and personal contact information. And that's really it. It's not going to be public information. It'll be available to government officials and financial institutions who have your permission to access it. Any LLCs formed before 2024 will have until January 1st, 2025 to file the report. Any LLCs formed during 2024 will have 90 days. And any LLCs formed after January 1st of 2025 will have 30 days to file the report. So the general rule will be if you set up an LLC, make sure you file the information with FinCEN within 30 days. And you don't need a CPA or an attorney to file this for you. You can, but it should be fairly simple and only take you a few minutes. Some companies are exempt from the filing requirement, and you can see a list of those here and get more information using the link below. But in general, most new LLCs will need to remember to file this form. And for the most part, it's a one-time thing. You may have to update the information occasionally if it changes, but there's no annual reporting requirement. Back to the penalties. If you look at the official guidance, it says the willful failure to report or complete updated beneficial ownership information to FinCEN, or the willful provision or attempt to provide false or fraudulent beneficial ownership information may result in civil or criminal penalties, including civil penalties of up to $500 for each day that the violation continues, or criminal penalties including imprisonment for up to 2 years and or a fine of up to $10,000. Senior officers of an entity that fails to file a required BOI report may be held accountable for that failure. So the word willful is the key here. I guarantee there will be millions of company owners who fail to submit this report like they should, but that's not a willful failure. I think the penalty is in place to give the government flexibility to impose consequences on companies who are actually engaged in intentional illegal activities. So that's it. It's not hard. It's not overly burdensome, maybe slightly annoying to have one more thing to do. If I help you set up your LLC, I'll take care of this for you. But again, it should be pretty simple to do on your own as well. So if you have an LLC or are going to form one soon, use the link below to find out how and where to file this form. If you really want to get a hold of your tax situation and feel confident going into 2024, I'm doing a free 2-day virtual challenge with live training from me, live Q&A, special guests, and giveaways. Use the link below to get on the waiting list or to register. It's the first time I've done something like this, and if you want to ditch the anxiety and start the path to peace of mind about your taxes, I hope you'll join us. In the meantime, if you have any questions, post them below or come post them in my Accounting for Online Sellers Facebook group. Subscribe and check out the links below for more resources to help you optimize your tax situation and overcome the anxiety so you can focus on building your business profitably.